What's going on, guys? Radio Graffiti here, and today I want to talk to you guys about Daredevil Episode 8. I actually thought this week's episode was actually pretty decent. The episode starts with seeing where Bullseye has been this whole time. He's just been chilling, being locked up. We haven't seen this guy since the first episode, so it's nice that we can at least get some acknowledgement he still exists. Wilson Fisk decides to show Vanessa that he's sort of collected Adam as his own little personal trophy. I didn't even know Adam was still alive. I thought he was dead from Kingpin using his head as a bowling ball for brick walls. Well, he's dead this time because Vanessa blows his brains out. How romantic. She kills her ex-little fling in front of Kingpin. Well, at least we don't have to hear the words Luca or Adam in this show anymore, so there's a positive. We can finally move on from all that. No more therapy. Woohoo! Speaking of therapy, Buck ends up paying Heather a little visit, inviting her to a little party that Wilson Fisk and Vanessa are having, and Matt starts getting suspicious as to how Heather has any kind of connection to Wilson Fisk. He suspects she may be his therapist. We all knew this was coming. Eventually, Matt was going to find out that Heather and Wilson Fisk have some sort of connection. Fisk is her client, and that's just not going to sit well for Matt because he knows anytime anyone gets involved with Kingpin, they always end up dead. So, per Bullseye's request, he wants Matt Murdock to visit him. I'm still not really sure as to why, but Matt tries asking him questions, doesn't really go anywhere, he kind of just starts talking about other stuff. Then he ends up banging his head on the table, which knocks one of his teeth out, which is exactly what Bullseye needed to escape. It took Michael Schofield like 24 episodes of Prison Break to get out of prison, and Bullseye did it in 10 minutes with a tooth. No, but seriously though, Bullseye does escape pretty easily from prison. But, whatever. It gets Bullseye back in the show, so, hey, do what you gotta do. Nice to have you back, Poindexter. So, Matt arrives to the party that Heather was invited to. And I love how you kind of have this suspense build up as to if Wilson Fisk or Vanessa sees Matt. I love how it looks like Wilson Fisk actually notices that Matt's there. It's just so funny just thinking he just wanted to have a nice little party. And then all of a sudden his biggest op shows up. That must be a little inconvenient for him. So Heather starts nagging Matt at the party. And just like every guy, whenever his girlfriend starts nagging him, he instantly starts ignoring her, listening, thinking about something else. So relatable. And this episode does more for BB Urich in like 5 minutes than what 7 episodes have accomplished. It actually makes me kind of somewhat like BB Urich. She reveals she's kind of a double agent. She's aware that Kingpin is the main suspect in Ben Urich's murder, and she's kind of just looking for evidence to get Wilson Fisk locked up again. I already find her character much more interesting just from that alone. Matt is absolutely losing his shit at this party. He wants to go confront Fisk, and it seems like he's really about to. Then the lights turn on, and then they start dancing. I don't know what Matt's thinking. Trying to confront Fisk in front of Heather. This is going to be nothing but trouble. Fisk starts talking shit, knowing that Matt can hear him. He's like, "What'd you expect, devil? I told you there'd be consequences." Matt's dancing with Vanessa, and he decides to kind of switch partners. He goes for Vanessa, starts dancing with Vanessa, and he's like, I know you had something to do with Foggy. And it's just so funny seeing Kingpin get cucked by having Matt Murdock dance with his girl. He's kind of just like, what the hell is going on? And it's just so funny seeing Matt be so ballsy in front of everybody. Because Vanessa and Kingpin know who he is, and Matt knows that they know, and he doesn't really care. He's still just like, fuck it. I'm going to talk to you guys in front of the public, in front of my girl, and I don't give a shit. Matt suspects that Vanessa had something to do with Foggy's death, and it makes much more sense if somebody kind of hired Bullseye to kill Foggy, because it would make more sense for Bullseye to target Kingpin than to go for Foggy Nelson. Doesn't make any sense for him to want to kill Foggy, unless someone hired him to. I also thought it was kind of amusing when Kingpin's like, "Haven't you ever wondered why Matt Murdock has a thing for vigilantes?" And I'm like, how do you know that Heather and Matt have had conversations about vigilantes? I mean, of course, he's right, but how does he know that they've had conversations about that? I don't think Matt Murdock's really took a stance for vigilantes unless he's talking about the White Tiger case. But I mean, that was just one client. He doesn't really have a history of publicly endorsing vigilantes. So the biggest moment of the entire episode happens. Bullseye pulls up to the party, which Bullseye is known for crashing Kingpin's parties. It's kind of a gag at this point. If you remember in season 3, he also crashed their wedding. And now here he is at this party, crashing it as well, trying to kill Vanessa or Kingpin yet again. Bullseye truly just doesn't give up when it comes to killing them. But unfortunately for him, he keeps trying to kill them in front of Matt Murdock or people who have Kingpin's best interests in heart, so he just keeps failing. But yeah, Matt gets shot for Kingpin. He jumps right in front of him and takes a hit for him. Matt Murdock, you crazy son of a bitch. Oh, and can I point out that the cinematography in this episode is so much better than it's been the entire season? It's absolutely crazy. Apparently the directors behind this are more involved with making this show feel more like Daredevil season 4, whereas the people previously just wanted to kind of make their own thing. This show had a whole sort of production hell going on where they had filmed 18 episodes, but then they decided to scrap it because I guess Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio weren't happy with it. So then they started from scratch, and I guess they kind of used some of the 18 episodes, kind of, edit it together to put 5 or 6 episodes together. I don't know, it's kind of a Frankenstein's monster this season, because they're trying to add some new footage that they shot after they canned the old stuff, but also trying to use the old stuff that they already filmed for this season. It's really weird. I'm not really sure what exact scenes are from the original, what they were going to do, and what's from what they decided to reshoot. But yeah, whoever was behind this episode, keep them on, because the entire season so far has been pretty mediocre, and this episode, in my opinion, is the best episode so far, which isn't a very high bar. You could say any episode from this season is the worst one, and I think you'd have a strong argument for that. But yes, I really like this episode. It's a much needed improvement over the past episodes that we've gotten. Everything feels more tighter. Feels like things have more of a purpose. They're bringing back characters that are supposed to be in the show. Like we see Josie pop up, and then we also got Bullseye. Cinematography is better. There's actually some intense scenes, and Wilson Fisk feels like he's really in control. Like when he's threatening that swordsman guy. The side characters I didn't really care for are starting to show some improvement, like BB Urich. So there's some positives going on here. It's only one episode, they can only do so much, but it makes me more excited for the next episode, which is the finale. This should be the episode with Frank Castle in it. I've been waiting for him to show up for like the past 3 episodes and keep getting disappointed, but now he has to be in this next episode because it's the finale. Can't wait to see that. And apparently Karen Page is supposed to show up in the next episode as well, which is a huge positive. It's about time that the Daredevil characters are showing up in the Daredevil show. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the latest episode of Daredevil Born Again. What did you guys think about the episode? Do you agree with me that this is an improvement from what we've got in this entire season? Or maybe you think this is the weakest episode yet? Are you guys hyped for the final episode next week? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.